that stands out for you, but is there one that defines your relationship with Wayne Gretzky?
Well, I think it'd be undermining all the great moments to single out one. He was so good to so many people and so good to so many teammates. You know, to sit here and say one great moment that happened on or off the ice, I think would be unfair. It was just an amazing career he had, an amazing 10 years that I spent with him.
I know it's a very emotional day for Wayne Gretzky, but is it one for you as well?
Oh, no question about it. From the time that he was talking about his retirement in Ottawa and watching all the festivities and all that, it's really made me reflect, and I've been filled up with a lot of emotions.
Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Thank you.
Bob.
Yes, we all have, I think. Mark, Yager gets another penalty. Tripping is the call on Jaromir Jagr. And the Rangers on a power play again, and 99 is over the boards. Here he is. Tipped it up to the Pittsburgh line, but they'll send the Rangers back, and Richter will come out to help. 1:30 left in the second period. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, New York moving out. Shot in by Schneider. Gretzky tried to pick it up off the boards, but couldn't. And again, the Penguins clear it all the way down the ice.
The Ranger fans are finally starting to boo the power play. Nobody's been in a booing mood this afternoon.
Leach is moving up. Leach tried to shoot it in. It hit a Pittsburgh player in front of the goal. Moran didn't know it. And then it dribbled off to the corner in the final minute of the second period. Gretzky just missed the puck as was rifled by him. He was in behind the net. Moran down for Pittsburgh. Stalling for time. 45 seconds left in the period. Schneider moving away. Schneider comes to the line and delivers the pass. Gretzky moves up. Beautiful setup. Schneider scores! Yes, Janet, he's got a point. Yes, Mario, he's got a point. Beautiful setup by Gretzky, and the Rangers tie the game on the power play. And the crowd is standing. They've been waiting for something like this. And now they have it. Not a goal, but it's a great setup by Gretzky.
Let's have another look at it. One of those passes that only he can make. Someone once said a genius shoots at something no one else sees and hits it. Pretty well sums up that goal. He's got that peripheral vision where he sees people that nobody else seems to be able to see. And Wayne Gretzky adds a point to his repertoire. Mrs. Gretzky applauds for the nearly 3,000th time. Lemieux applauds. And you know what, Bob? I saw some guys on the Pittsburgh bench clapping.
Quite likely. Leach gets the goal. Schneider took the shot. Gretzky delivered the pass to Schneider, which was a beauty. 18 seconds left in the period. We have a tie game. Leach from Schneider and Gretzky. And the crowd finally is alive as Kovalev turns it back. He scored the Pittsburgh goal earlier. Schlager covering up in front of the net just as the buzzer goes to end the second period. Gretzky setting up the tying goal, scored by Leach at 19:30 on a Ranger power play. Go get her.
Driving Wayne on the ice, yes, I'm not above making Don Cherry jealous. Thanks. Janet, it's an unbelievable day, and everyone's happy for Wayne, happy for you. I guess obvious question is, how are you feeling?
Well, it's a little surreal today. I mean, it's been a lot of emotions all week. Well, for me, for 6 months, because, you know, you can maybe say it and then I'd like pull them back a little bit. And so it's been a long coming to this point. But the last week has been very emotional because you'd walk down the street in New York and people would be like, don't go, you know, like, keep him here, Janet. Or, you know, different people would all, you know, say something to me, and so I felt like I didn't want to let them down either. So then I'd go back into the house, and I'm like, maybe, you know, maybe one more year, you know, or let's get into the playoffs next year, or something like that, because I became a fan, too. But, you know, in the 11th hour, he just said, I'm really at peace with this. and I'm ready, and I'm okay with it, and I'm really happy with my decision. And I said, but I'm right there with you.
You had a great phone call this morning. Tell us about that.
Well, we woke up, and a girlfriend of mine, Sally, came over and brought us some coffee very early. It was 8, and I'm jumping on the bed. I'm nervous, I don't know what to do. And he's like, Janet, you're acting like you're on an airplane or something. And I'm like, no. And, you know, and we're just like joking around and watching all the wonderful coverage they've done on him. And, you know, it's very funny because we're just people like everybody else. And getting excited, and the phone rings a couple times. And next thing you know, the phone rings, and is Wayne there? And I said, yeah, may I ask who's calling? And it's Michael Jordan. And I'm like, oh, hi, Michael. So I'm sitting there talking to him for about 5 minutes, and they're still talking around. And, you know, Michael and I are chatting, and finally someone goes, who is she talking to? And I'm like, and they go, Wayne goes, it's Michael Jordan. You know, Wayne gets like a kid. And I said, oh, Michael, I guess I got to give you to Wayne now.
He's like, I know Wayne has probably you first and foremost to be at peace with this, but I guess Michael was one who said, you know, as much as you love your game, you'll be okay.
You know what he said? He actually said some very, very comforting words. He said, Wayne, you're going to love it. You're going to love. I mean, I'm sure you all know the pressures they have between them are very similar. You know, they go to every city. You got to get tickets. You got to get sticks. You got to go to sign autographs. I mean, it's much more demanding than anybody could ever imagine. And I feel that the pressure just is relieved when they feel like, okay, now I can make my own decisions. You know, not living under, you know, the schoolboy rules that they have to live under. You know, sleep at this time, at the rink at this time. Like everything else, it's just you have more freedom, and I think Wayne's really looking forward to that.
It's really exciting, too, that we'll have both of you coming to lots of hockey games to help promote the National Hockey League and the fun that kids can have, especially your kids. Janet,
yes.
Great day. Congratulations.
Thank you
Enjoy
so
your
much.
honeymoon. You can have your honeymoon now.
Yes, we can go on a honeymoon. Thank you for everybody.
Third period is underway. We're nearing the 3-minute mark here in New York in a 1-1 tie. The Rangers get the puck up straight to center ice. Malhotra just shot it in. Had to do it all over again. Ender drove a shot from just inside center, right to Barrasso. Malhotra behind the net. Trying to pick it up. He was knocked to the ice, and the Penguins get it back out quickly. Brown along the boards. He won't get too far in there against Brennan. Pittsburgh on the attack with a weak shot by Barnaby away wide of the net. Barnaby behind the goal. It doesn't come to him. And the New York Rangers get it out and down the ice. Icing waved off. So Barrasso stepped out quickly to play it up to Barnaby. Neat pass along the line, and the shot by Miller is blocked. Rangers back up to Gretzky. Gretzky winding up. Put on the brakes and pull back with another setup. Barrasso made the save. Popovich kept it in. Popovich at the blue line. He knew Gretzky was behind the net. Couldn't get it to him. Straka tipped it back out for Pittsburgh, and here's Jágr. Down the wing, trying to cut inside. No room. He did center it, but Gretzky was there to pick it up. Took Slager down, and then poked the puck up to center ice. And the Rangers, at the end of the shift, put it in deep. Hatcher backhands it back out for Pittsburgh. First one too far for Straka, and he couldn't tap down the high one. Would have stopped the play. Kovalev steals it. Got it in front. Dolas! And he grazed the post with the shot on the glove side of Richter. Pittsburgh outside. Played over in front of the net. Taken quickly away by Knuble. Penguins get organized. They're all stopped, though. Kovalev was stopped at the line and couldn't do much about receiving the pass. They're nearing the 5-minute mark of the third. And a 1-1 tie. Graves tried the right wing for Knuble. Too far for him. Pittsburgh back out, and Lang saw a man open on the left, but he was turning and heading to the bench. Kovalev had a chance to go to the net and lost it. Rangers move up quickly. Graves takes the puck on the backhand. Barrasso going down, made the save, and Graves again got it back. near Savard. He is pinned by Moran. And the puck kicked loose along the boards. Rangers pile in after it, but it's shot to center ice. Rangers turn right back. Fired in by Ender. Stevens fell. Langdon turning around, doing good work behind the goal. Got it out into the crease area. And the Penguins get it out to center ice again. Langdon knocked one down with his glove. Went in after it. He and Malhotra. Pittsburgh the other way in a 1-1 tie. Barnaby waiting for the late man. Got it back to him all right. It was Moran. He shot it behind the net. Scrambled forward in front of Richter. 1-1 tie, nearing the 7-minute mark now as Barnaby shot it in deep. Brown went after it. Brown in the corner. Tried to slide it back to the line where Hatcher was waiting, and Slager finds he has to go all the way back. The goalie was out, Barrasso. Kamer watched Richter feed it behind the net. Kamer again takes the pass. Put it up near center ice. And Straka just tapped it back inside his own line for Slager. He whipped it up to Yager. He is stopped. Sundstrom turning it back. And coming in is Gretzky. Back to the line, a dandy pass again. Big save, rebound. And the crowd wanted a penalty call. Leach to Gretzky. Knocked it down, left it up the line, and two Penguins jump on it quickly and go the other way. It's dropped back by Miller. Rangers back to recover. Gretzky was way up at center ice. He's still down there deep at the line. Takes a drop pass. Threw it into McLean. Little too far. McLean shot it around the net. Dolis played it on the boards, and it does get out. Nearing 12. Make that 8 minutes of play in the third period. Andrusak in his own zone. The Rangers change again. And turning is Ender near his own line. Nubel. There's Graves. Shot quickly. Nice pad save by Barrasso. He'll cover up on this one. And no further play with a goalie down on it. Mark Messier.
To the Stanley Cup over his head in this very rink in the summer or the June of 1994 with his wife. And he made his way from Florida, where he's been residing since being on the unemployment line as far as the National Hockey League is concerned, up here to make sure he was at the last game for Wayne Gretzky.
Face-off coming to the right of Mike Richter. Hatcher. Oh, that was a fine stop by Richter. Kicked out the right skate. Richter was home free, so he thought. Pittsburgh Penguins keep the puck in. Gretzky picked it up and just flipped it to center ice. Hatcher, who just had that great scoring chance for the go-ahead goal, knocked it down at the line and shot it to the corner. Miller went in after it for Pittsburgh and does get it. Centered it, but it got by Gretzky near the line. Now the Rangers will move it out, and Gretzky takes the pass near center. Sizes up the situation, flipped it in for Leach. That didn't work, and Miller turns it back out to Yager. Yager gets set to make the play, and he did into Straka, but it went by him. Rangers move down. Gretzky to the line. And that play goes offside as the move was made after the line, and the Rangers are changing again.
You know, Walt Whitman wrote a lovely poem that may be apropos for this day as far as Wayne Gretzky is concerned, and it goes like this. His candle burns at both ends. It may not last the night, but ah, my foes, and oh, my friends, it gives a lovely light. And this man has given a lovely light to the game for 20 years, and it is shining as bright as ever on his last performance.
7 minutes remaining in the third period. Brown trying to hustle in to pick it up along with Herdina. He didn't get there in time, and that's another icing call, this time against Pittsburgh.
I don't think Walter's seen much of this game, Bob. He's been signing autographs all afternoon. There's Mrs. Gretzky with Wayne's daughter. She's enjoying the game with her grandparents.
That is Paulina in the arms of Wayne's mom. Well, it's nearly done. Walter, you've come a long way since Wayne was 3. Look at 38 now, and they're in the mood for this game, or what remains of it.
He can't talk Paulina into the clap to see if they can urge the Rangers on for a goal here with 6:52 to go.
Ender can't get the shot through. The Rangers had to come back on side, but Brown stole it, ripped one in on Richter, and he made a fine stop. Rangers move up. Stevens takes it over the line. That is Langdon coming in behind the net trying to find it. Ender at the blue line missed it, and it slides back into the Ranger zone. 6:23 remaining. Richter again sharp and a big giveaway in front of the net. Pittsburgh coming close several times in this third period. Best chance was Hatcher's. Brown trying to tuck it in on the short side. Pulled away by Malhotra, didn't get the puck out. Penguins, Lorenka, the defenseman in deep, centered it, hit a stick, got him behind the net. Brown tried to knock it loose and did to the corner, and Brown missed it a second time. Under 6 minutes remaining. Brown again. Back to the line, and Richter very sharp, taking the shot away from the blue line as Wright just uncorked it. Pittsburgh coming close here. Moran winding up. And it came off a stick in front. And Brown and Ender had something going to the left of the goalie. Richter had covered up.
Well, the Penguins had 3 good opportunities on that shift. Couldn't beat him. Neil Smith, the general manager of the Rangers, has taken a lot of criticism about the fact that Gretzky's retiring before anyone thought he would, and they're blaming him for it. This is the guy that brought Gretzky to New York. He had to talk the upper management in Madison Square Garden and in the Ranger organization into signing him. He had to convince the hockey department it was a good move, and it is pretty hard to tell me that Wayne Gretzky's stay in New York was not a fruitful one, even though it ended before most wanted it to. This guy has the right to end his career whenever he wants. He's decided it. You have to be happy for him.
5:29 left. Graves back to say a word or two to Richter. Now he's ready. Robert Lang in on the face-off for Pittsburgh. Won it. Back to the point. Flipped in quickly for Morozov. Now he's on it. Takes it off the boards and centered it. It does not get out. Kept in by Andrusak. Kovalev was in there. He has to back up now with the Rangers. Trying to get it out. It went high. Nobody saw it. Bounced down, and the Penguins pick it up. Andrusak again. Feeding it to the far side for Dolis. .448 remaining in the third period. Score tied at 1. Savard cleared it up over center ice. And Graves' shot is blocked by Barrasso. Barrasso after it again. Popovich had a hunch to come in, but he had to back up when he saw Lang take over and come out for Pittsburgh. Played it up to center ice, and the Rangers try to bring it back. Popovich got it in across the line. Savard twisting and turning. Sundstrom trying to feed it up front. Rangers on the attack with a little pressure here, but now it's deflected away by Yager and down the ice. 4 minutes remaining in the third period. That's Slager. And away from Gretzky. And they get it through center ice. Slager played it up over the Ranger line. Here's Yager coming to the net. The pass. And a close call for Straka. But Richter is solid in this third period now. Score tied at 1, and the 2 goals coming in the second frame. 3:35 remaining. Gretzky to center ice, to the line, drop the pass to Popovich. Gretzky gets in front of the net, now behind the goal, and waits for the setup for him. Now he has it back to the line, and the shot by Sundstrom is blocked. Gretzky behind the net again. He's out front. Oh, couldn't find the short side. Boy, this crowd wants him to bag one. And the defenseman each came in off the blue line and left it vacant. 3 minutes remaining. Gretzky heads off, and listen to the applause. So nice. Score tied at 1. Pittsburgh on the attack. Bonin grabbed the puck, left it up the line. Richter was going down. Wawrinka the other side, and his shot doesn't get through. And it's lifted away by Malhotra. Up to center. There goes Stevens. Stevens is a man in front of the net. Fennick was waiting, but the pass never did come. 2:25 remaining. Rangers again. And this time, Stevens couldn't knock down the high pass. In there in front again, and he missed it this time. And it's cleared down the ice. Barnaby trying to get away from Edgar, who doesn't have a stick, and he couldn't do it. Golis was moving up. Brown takes it behind the goal for Pittsburgh. Slides it out all the way to center ice. 2 minutes left. Rangers change up again. Gretzky, no doubt, getting ready for what might be his very last shift in the league. Schneider starts the play. They got it through center all right, but Savard didn't pick it up. Now he does. Backhands it in. Minute 38 left. They're calling for Gretzky. Hear him. It's 18,000 and more, folks. Pittsburgh attacking. Richter down, didn't have to play it. They want Gretzky on the ice as Graves comes in. Minute 20 left. And when he does jump the boards, you'll likely hear the crowd tell you with a big roar. It's dropped back. Orazov can't handle it cleanly. Leach tapped it loose. 1:05 left. Gretzky not on yet. A 1-1 tie. Yager tried to go in. Final minute. There he comes. Pass to Gretzky. Couldn't get through. And they get it up to Yager with 1 man back. Yager coming in. Yager the backhand. Richter dropped it. Mike. Oh. Yeah, hang on to it. Oh, the clock stopped. 40.1 seconds remaining. This is Gretzky, and that'll be it.
Wayne has always been a guy who makes things happen at the most critical time. And overtime might be just that. We are 40 seconds away. Yager poaching up in the neutral zone, hoping to get a breakaway. Got a one-on-one.